Very good evening, folks. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you can all see me all right as well. Probably that's a bit better now. Is are all certainly welcome in. Obviously, a preview for the game tomorrow, 8 o'clock kickoff at Celtic Park versus the Slovakian champions, Slovan Bratislava. We're all excited. We're all looking forward to having a good Champions League run. Hopefully, we can play Champions League football past January, which is the aim. Obviously, it's a new format. We've 8 games to play, 4 at home, 4 away. But looking at this team, like we should be favourites to beat them at home. Like the draw that we got for this campaign is unbelievable. Young boys at home, Bratislava at home, Club Bruges at home, Red Bull, difficult game. Dortmund away, Villa away, Atalanta away, Dynamo Zagreb away. We should be beating these teams. It's good to see a good few numbers in as well tonight, folks. I left a bit late. Just been busy. Getting stuff for the gaff and stuff. So people are saying 5-0, 6-0. Hopefully, let us know what the sound is like as well. Let me know if you can hear me properly as well. Regards to sound, just move that up a little bit so you can hear that out a little bit better. We're going to talk about Villa look good tonight. I didn't even watch any of the games. I was out house shopping, getting stuff for the house. Let me see. Villa. How did Villa get on? 3-0 away to Young Boys. Jesus, they're back in the competition and they're running amok already. I knocked this light off in the background. It's a bit too much. Too bright. It's a bit better now. That is a bit better. It's a bit dim as well, but it'll do. It will do. So we're going to talk about the weekend. I haven't really been on since I popped on Saturday night when we beat Hearts. But the question I asked my Instagram followers the other night was, who do we start? Do we go for Arnie Ingles, Rio Atate, and Cal McGregor? Or do we go with Paolo Bernardo, Atate, McGregor? Or do you go Bernardo, Ingles, and Cal Mack? Either way, Cal Mack's going to start anyway. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to give you my team, my starting lineup, my prediction. Realistically, we should be beating these tomorrow, but playing against Vladimir Voice as well. I don't know if you remember Vladimir Voice that played for the old company. It was a season before he went up or went down. Sorry, season before they went down, before they were confirmed. But let's see. Tommy's saying Ingles, Hatate, and Cal Mack should have been 5-0 Villa. How's it going, Mo? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you in. Good to see you in, Kieran. Hope you're doing well. Or Kieran. Let's see. So, I just want to show you now. Get this here. So, this is my team I would be going with. Just want to remove this comment for a second. Hope he's like the Champions League football in the corner and the crest as well. The back four stays the same. You know, like some people would probably want to see Austin Trusty start a high-profile game, but I think Liam Scales, with the Champions League experience from last season, would benefit him. Carter Vickers looked quite composed the weekend against Hearts. Greg Taylor, I thought he played well, but obviously the problem is with Greg Taylor. When it comes to actual European football, it's hard to get a reaction to a level where he can be better and better. I just feel like he gets very defensive, Greg Taylor. And that could be just down to the tactics of Brendan. Alistair Johnston, he's done well in the Champions League, the games he's played, especially last season. Callum McGregor, from his first ever Celtic goal was actually in the European qualification against Reykjavik away. Ronnie Doyle's first season. I have Arne Ingles in there with Paolo Bernardo. Look at Atate against Real Madrid a couple of seasons ago was outstanding. His experience of playing last season in the Champions League, and then he obviously picked up that injury against Atletico Madrid. I think it was like 22 minutes into the game. I think Arne Ingles, and I'm going to say this now on the channel, I said this to my friend the other day, I think Arne Ingles is going to be the new Tom Rogic. I think he's going to be the new Tom Rogic. We got him young enough. He looks quite, sharp, good at getting into the box, tall. I know he scored that penalty. Unfortunate not that shot as well that hit the post. He looks like a really good unit of a player. And time will tell. There's no point of playing at 11 million pounds for a midfielder that's not starting Champions League games. This is the whole point of Brendan always talked about getting quality in. And getting the quality in is starting guys like this. I think Bernardo has played really well. I know obviously Bernardo came off the bench the weekend. I thought he battled well. Even the Champions League games last year, I thought he played pretty decent. And I know some people have been saying over the last couple of days on other podcasts that Atate's passion's not there. Atate is that type of player. Doesn't show emotions at times. But all this thoughts of like he doesn't care less, he doesn't want to be, that's complete nonsense. Atate is just, lackluster at the moment. One minute he's playing brilliant, like against St. Mirren and stuff. Next minute he's not at the races. But he has a couple of goals already this season. And I think Atate will get better and better this season when time comes. Because at the end of the day, he wants to get into that Japanese squad. And I just think looking at it as a tactical reason, I would put Bernardo in there and Ingles. And if it comes to the case that if Bernardo's not performing or Ingles is not performing in the game, you can change it around. You can bring Luke McCown on as well. People are forgetting that Luke McCown obviously opened his Celtic account the weekend as well against Hearts. Yeah, the Champions League is another level up, regardless who the opposition is. Sometimes it could be even 2 or 3 levels up on the opposition, actually. But I think we should be fine. Nicholas Cunn on the right flank. I think he played really well the weekend against Hearts. He's played well this season. He's on fire. Days of Maeda, we need that energy levels of Maeda against the likes of Bratislava where we can, give them nothing on the ball. Give them absolutely nothing, and then Kyogo in front. Let me know in the comments, would you be going for a different lineup? Would you be a different midfield? Would you go Karl Mack, Ingles, Rio? Let me know in the comments. Would you be happy with the wingers going with Kuhn and Maeda and Kyogo, or do you go with Ida up front? I don't think so. I honestly believe that. I think Atate will be fine. I really believe Atate will be here in January. I think, don't be judging off a couple of games. Like it's a long season. There's a lot of football to be played. His head's probably just not in it because the weekend when, like, I think he's been grand this season. You're coming off an international break. You're at being over with the Japanese squad. You haven't got any minutes under your belt. He's obviously a bit frustrated. That could affect his mentality as well. And I know club football is completely different to international football, but he will get there. He'll get there. We know what Atate has, the qualities he has, the long passing, the unbelievable shooting album, the tracking back, the skill, the pace. He has it there. Atate has the full package. He just needs to get his head into it. And you know what? If he does start tomorrow ahead of Bernardo and Tim and Ingles, see what happens. We'll see what happens. Brendan Rodgers came out and said in the press conference today, that's not always going to be the starting 11. He has a bench there which he rely on, which he feels really comfortable. He says that he's ready to challenge the elite in Europe, and I'm hoping he's right. You look at the forecast yesterday. Celtic made after tax over 77 million after tax with transfers and sales and prize money from winning trophies and getting into the Champions League. It's not a bad forecast. Not a bad forecast at all, even after all transfers and stuff. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you're all feeling. If it's too loud as well, the audio, let me know. So that if you just want to join the membership as well, just down the bottom of the bar there, it's only 99 pence. I will be doing a podcast before the game tomorrow and a podcast after the game tomorrow as well. Be looking forward to it. Just excited for the Champions League music. Excited about seeing our boys out there. Hopefully getting the 3 points. Hopefully actually winning an opening game in the Champions League as well. It'd be good. It'd be good to actually get a few wins under our belt, and I think this new format will suit a lot of teams. I know people were asking the likes of Paulo Bernardo as a player, with more fixtures in European football. it feels like the season feels like it's going to stretch out more, but it's not. These players should be used to playing every 3 or 4 days anyway. They know what the crack is with Celtic. They know what the story is with signing for a club like Celtic. You're foreign at all competitions. You're trying to win as much silverware as you can, and being in the Champions League, we just had to step up a level. And we have some players, decent players off the bench that can come on, make an impact. You know what? I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna say in the channel. I know a lot of people don't have a faith in this player just at the moment, but I think with the likes of the whole world looking at the likes of Celtic playing in Europe's elite club competition, the likes of Lewis Palmer will probably shine tomorrow. Luke McCown, I think he looks like he's settled in already to the squad. Arnie Ingles, it looks like he's settling in already. And we're still yet to see Alex Valle. We might see him start tomorrow instead of Greg Taylor. You might see Trusty start tomorrow as well. How's it going, Peter? Did you get the thing I tagged you in the Mugs thing in Drogheda? Convincing win tomorrow. I'll just be happy with 3 points. If it's a scrappy game, once it's 3 points, I think we're all expecting a win tomorrow. We're all expecting to go in and, Celtic Park, Champions League, like Bratislava. They've played 8 games to get here. Their situation is they're top of the Slovakian league. They've conceded 8 goals. They've scored 11 goals. They won the weekend, scraped the win the weekend away from home 2-1, and the opposition missed the penalty in injury time as well to make it 2-2. But look at Bratislava, they know what's ahead. Regardless if the centre back's 38 or not, they'll have experience there. They be coming with. I don't think they're going to be playing defensive. I think they'll come at Celtic. They know that Celtic will have a lot of pressure on the ball as well. So we'll see what happens. That's it. It's just it's an option for you to get merchandise for the CSC as well. So happy days, folks. I do apologize that I don't seem real energetic as usual. I'm just a bit tired tonight. I'll be more energetic tomorrow. Just been a long day of work. The heat's killed me as well. Hope it's a nice evening tomorrow. Free flowing football. Getting my head up them flanks. Hopefully, Adam Eda can open his Celtic account, his permanent account tomorrow. It'd be good to see that. I know we obviously scored the weekend and it was ruled out for offside, but hopefully Adam Eda gets on the score sheet tomorrow. That'd be a big thing. Look at their Slovakian champions, as Rodgers said in the press conference today. Any team that's the champions of their country will expect to be a big team going to the Champions League. This is the problem with the Champions League, because there's so much quality against you're against opposition that have 500, 600 million starting lineup. They're saying to themselves, give them a bit of respect. Don't get stupid bookings. Don't get stupid sending off. You've seen what happened against Atletico Madrid away last season. Maeda, that was never a red card against Maeda, by the way. Absolute disgrace it was. But I just think we need to stop showing teams at Celtic Park too much respect. I think look at the Atletico Madrid game, the 2-2 game. We could have beaten Atletico Madrid that night. Should have beaten Lazio that night. We went at them 2 teams, and we bet Feyenoord in the final game as well. How's it going, John? I hope you're doing well down in Cove. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good. An early goal would be brilliant. 100%, it would be brilliant. Just put pressure on them. Imagine the first 2 minutes scoring. It'd be fantastic. But we shall see tomorrow how the game unfolds. What the result be? I'd be really disappointed if we don't pick up maximum points tomorrow. And that's no disrespect to Slovan and Bratislava. I just feel like we have players there that have European experience. We should be beating teams at home. If you want to make an account in the Champions League, you have to take these teams on. If it's a Bratislava or it's about Dortmund or Atalanta, none of these games are easy, folks. None of these games are easy. Like I know someone said in the comments there, 5-0. I don't think it's impossible. Definitely not impossible. But I don't see Celtic winning 5-0 tomorrow night. Definitely not winning 5-0. Unless like they get sending off or 2 players sent off or something early into the game. But I just, don't be that too confident, because this is what happened in the past. We were confident against the likes of Anderlecht and teams like that, and they make confident against Cluj, and we made a balls of it at home as well. So see what happens. Players on form. Tate is not on form. Tate is just a bit mixed bag at the moment. His goals already this season, 2 goals this season. Like this might be the game that might strive Rio Tate. Like as much as a lot of people don't want Tate to start, some people do want Tate to start. It doesn't really bother me. Like once we have, I fully trust in if it's Paolo Bernardo and Tate and Callum McGregor tomorrow and Ingles doesn't start. I fully trust in the squad. I think you should start Ingles. I think, we looked quite comfortable on the ball, looked like he can get a few chances as well. Yeah. Yeah, well, some people are saying 5-0. Look at James said 5-0. I just think, it's very, I understand as being optimistic. I just think it's, no, definitely not. Could be right. Could be right. One home win in 10 years. Remember that exactly. We need to brush that under the carpet and just actually, erase that from our heads and start making a statement. It's a good point, John. I think we should be getting 9 points at home at least. All right, let's look at the fixtures, right? I'm gonna screen share this and show you the fixtures that we have in the Champions League. Everyone knows who we have away and stuff. I just want to show you the times and stuff like that, right? The dates and the times and all that, right? Just give me 1 second now. We'll do this on the UEFA website, which makes it handier. That's it. That's the reason why I'm not getting too cocky. Like in my head, we should be beating this 100%. But at the same time, like I'm looking at their league form and I'm like 8 goals conceded in 6 games. I think one of the games they actually conceded 5. I'm just gonna have a look at it properly before I put this on. 5. Let me see. Go back. Yeah, so they conceded 5 goals. They conceded 5 goals in 1 game at home to their rivals. So 3 goals to another in another few games. That's not like that's. I think this looks like a decent team, really decent team. But as I said, Champions League, they haven't been in the Champions League in years. So let's see. Every game is a must-win game. So Bratislava tomorrow, folks. As you know, 18th September. Dortmund away. I'm going to be brutally honest with you now, and I'm not trying to fill his head with absolute garbage, but I don't think so. I can't see Celtic getting a result against Dortmund away. Out straight, which is. I know it's been stranger things in football. I know someone's going to turn around and say, "Oh, well, Rangers got a result against them in Europa League 2 or 3 seasons ago." Cop onto it. Football's changed in the last 2 or 3 years. Different teams, different players, different managers and stuff. Different competition as well. Atalanta then away as well. Like realistically, I think we have a better chance of getting a draw against Atalanta away than Dortmund. Like this is the thing. Like if we weren't to get any points tomorrow, which I don't even like saying that, but imagine we didn't get any points tomorrow and we get thumped in our next 2 games after that. Fans would be losing their head. Like, oh, 5 games left. We better pick up maximum points, to move up in the table. Like this one here, Red Bull, Celtic Park. That's going to be a difficult game. I'm dreading Bruges for some reason. I know people are saying, we should hammer Bruges. The only club Bruges. I think see these Belgian teams, they're very organised because they're always underdogs and they always do well, the Belgian teams. I fancy us away in Croatia against Dinamo Zagreb, to be honest with you. And young boys after getting beaten tonight by Villa 3-0, you got to understand these teams are Europa League teams and Celtic are not a Champions League team. This is why some fans are feeling like, we should be beating these, we should be beating that. We have to prove to ourselves that we're good enough to beat these teams. Not because we're Celtic, we should be beating these teams. We should have enough quality on the pitch to beat these teams. Simple as. It's not by a name of a club that you have the right to beat these teams. You have to play hard to beat these teams. Simple. Simple as that. Like this all 5-0 predictions madness. Yeah. You haven't lost. No, they didn't lose in qualifying. Beat Apple Nicosia on the way through. They're a decent team. They've always done well in getting into the Champions League. How's it going? Hope you're well, Snitch. Hope you're well. That's it. We won't hammer anyone. I'm glad you're on on this bus thinking the same thing. But you never know. You never know. So let's have a look now. Let's have a look at right. So these are all the teams in the Champions League. I know you're probably familiar with after the group before the draw. So just trying to get you in the Champions League mood. Arsenal, Villa, Atalanta, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Bologna, Brest, Celtic, Bruges. That's Red Star Belgrade of Serbia. Feyenoord, Genoa, Dinamo Zagreb, Inter Milan. Inter Milan are playing City as well tomorrow. Juve, Red Bull, Leverkusen, Lille, Liverpool. Did Liverpool actually beat Milan tonight? Let's have a look. Just curious. 2-1 Liverpool in the San Siro. Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk's gone back to the San Siro, a place where he got sent off in his Celtic career against Inter Milan in the Europa League. Milan, Monaco, PSG, PSV, Madrid, Bratislava, Salzburg, Shakhtar. Shakhtar always get in, don't they? Sparta Prague. They're a hard team. You know what? People are gonna laugh at Strong Graz. I think Strong Graz might pull off a surprising result or two. Sporting Lisbon, Stuttgart, and Young Boys. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Decent teams there. Let's have a look at Celtic. This is our squad. We're going to our full squad. If people are not let's see what the comments are saying as well. 30 people in tonight. Thanks very much for the likes as well on Facebook. As I said, if you can jump off Facebook and jump over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, it'd be really appreciated. I'll be doing a podcast before the game tomorrow. I'm not going to the game. I'm sorry, but I wasn't paying £57 for a ticket. Not a chance. I got a game on Sunday. Falkirk on Sunday. So this is our squad. Kasper Schmeichel, Sinsalo, Scott Bain, Alistair Johnston, Greg Taylor, Liam Scales, Austin Trusty. Didn't get a picture in time, okay? Alex Valley, Naroski. Naroski's drawn a bit of a tash. I've seen in training pictures of him. Did anyone see Kyogo wearing red socks today in training? It's a mad thing. Carter Vickers, Rio Atate. Well, Rio Atate is registered down as a defender here. Well, we bought him as a defender originally. There was Palmer, Kyogo. What's Kyogo down as a midfielder? He's not. He's a forward. Yang, Luke McCown, Arnie Ingles, Callum McGregor, Paulo Bernardo, Adam Montgomery, Adam Ida, Daisy Maeda. So the reason why Adam Montgomery got in it because we wanted to get as much homegrown players in there as we could, to be honest. Let's have a look. Did I not even show you this? 2 seconds. There's me talking about the squad. I've been well off it tonight, folks. I am well off it tonight. Tired. Kasper Schmeichel, Sinsalo, Scott Bain. So there you go. Big game tomorrow for Kasper Schmeichel. I think he hasn't played Champions League football in about 5 seasons. 5-6 seasons. Last time he played with Leicester. Did he play with Anderlecht? Were Anderlecht in the Champions League last season? I don't think so. I think they were Europa League last season. Anderlecht. Were you in the Champions League last season? Let's have a look. Let's have a look now. I don't think they were in the Champions League last season, Anderlecht. Doesn't matter anyway. Doesn't matter whatsoever. So, yeah, this is the squad here. But look at, as I said, Rio Atate is down as defender. Koyogo's down as a midfielder. And then you got Adam Montgomery. He is down as a forward. You got Brendan there as well. Look at. Hopefully this guy can get a goal tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised Brendan starts either tomorrow for that type of game, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. See what happens. See now. Oh, these are just updates. But anyways, so I'm going to go with my starting lineup again. Bayern Munich at 6-2 up. Who are Bayern Munich playing? Let's see. It's good to see the regular names in here. They're all chatting away to each other. Because they're used to chatting to each other on all different podcasts as well. Good to see. 6-2 against Dynamo Zagreb. So the hell say. Seconds now. Just going to look at one of the goals. I can't show you it's for copyright, folks. Are Bayern Munich wearing like a gold kit or something? No, it's like a cream kit. That's a nice kit, the Bayern Munich kit. Vincent Company, eh? You going to football tomorrow, Porky? Cheers, El Porco. Good to see a good few numbers in here. But folks, I'm gonna fancy 3-1 tomorrow. That's my prediction. 3-1. I think Adam Ida, Arnie Ingles, and Nicholas Kuhn. That's who I'm fancying for goal scorers. But this is me starting lineup. So Schmeichel, Carter Vickers, Scales, Alistair Johnson, Greg Taylor, Callum McGregor, Arnie Ingles, Paulo Bernardo, Daisy Maeda, Nicholas Kuhn, and Koyogo. I think Ida will come off the bench to score the second half. Arnie Ingles to open the scoring for Celtic. Nicholas Kuhn to get the second. And I think Bratislava will score against us. Just have that feeling. I'm going to go 3-1. Waiting on my cousin. He might let me know if he's going. Good stuff. But folks, I'm going to leave it there tonight. I'm just not up for it. Usually the way I am. So I will be up for it tomorrow night. I will be live. I'll be live tomorrow from about 7:15 tomorrow night. Up to about 10 to 8, and then I'll be live after full time as well. So please do tune in, and if you're coming across the channel as well, subscribe. And I just want to say, I'm going to give a shout out to my members like the Pork Chop Express, the Feed the Bear. Who else? Who else is there in there as well? There's someone else. That's the member. There's someone else. I thought there was someone else that was a member, but I really appreciate it, folks. I really appreciate the support. Everyone that's at the tuning in tonight. 41 people tuning in. I'm going to fancy, as I said, 3-1 Celtic. Arnie Ingles to start to score the first goal for Celtic in the Champions League, new format. Nicholas Kuhn to get the second. Bratislava will score, and then Adam Ida will come on and score a header. As I said, this team, they conceded 5 goals against one of their rivals in domestic football. They've won 5 games. They've lost a game in there. They played a game on Sunday. They won. Or they played a game on Saturday, and they won 2-1. Scraped it. But domestic football is completely different level to Champions League football. You know, you're going up another level, playing against Europe's elite. But we need to start making a point, as I said, on this channel. It's not a point of us, it's Champions League, let's go out and play against these teams and not, accumulate points. As you are saying on the channel tonight, 9 points. I'd be delighted with 9 points. I'd be delighted with 3 wins. 3 wins could get us playoff football. Past them fixture 8. You never know. It'd be decent. It'd be nice. It's a new format. I'm sure the place will be rocking tomorrow, as it always is. But I'm going to leave it there tonight, folks. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. And do subscribe. And I'll be back on tomorrow night. I'll speak to you all soon. Hell.